Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, and also welcome back to Agents of Chaos Gaming, where order comes to die and chaos reigns, and I screwed up the intro.
Oh,
I
Bunny
am.
Crunch. Happy that we screwed up because you said it in a chaotic way.
That is fair.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
I'm Crunch, and as you can hear, I've got the boys, QB and Scotty, and we are continuing on with our adventures to go get our girlfriend back.
Sponsored by Ray. Sponsored by Ray. I can't even say that.
It's possible. Actually, I can't say because we'd end up getting sued.
Someone sponsor us and then I will steal them.
Hey, KB, you want to know a fun fact about that? People have reached out to that certain company and asked about getting a sponsorship, and they say they've never asked a YouTuber to sponsor them. Somebody from that company officially said that they don't go to YouTubers for sponsors.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind the fact there's like a gazillion videos of people saying that stupid sponsor thing.
I'm just thinking about all the videos that I've seen where they shill that.
I know, right? That's so dumb.
You should also ask that person how do you spell bullshit.
Mission 10. Wrapped in glory and the ambitions of His Holiness. Also, fuck that hallway.
Oh dear.
Alright, well, as you saw from the beginning cutscene, apparently the route for what was holding up the bridge was literally attached right here. It's gone now, so we can continue on with our adventure. Also, if you had smashed these cages during the boss fight, you would have gotten some health back and some trigger. Thankfully, didn't need to, but just pointing that out. Because I actually just remembered that. It's like, oh yeah, that does that. Hello, Mephistos. What's up?
Yeah, good. It was their official Twitter replying to somebody. Hi there, we do not sponsor, we cooperate only with YouTubers who play our game and want to be our influencers. We do not pay them any money for it. Let's spell bullshit with a capital BS.
Alright, so we now have ourselves a new enemy type. The guy with the cloak back there is known as a Faust. I accidentally called him Mephistos that in a previous episode. But this is the actual introduction of the Faust. Essentially, he is very much like the Mephistos, where he can go through walls, and he has a big old cloak that you have to rip off. But unlike the Mephistos, this guy wears a silent hat. Also, unlike the Mephistos, where they only have one pokey finger, he has 5. He uses his whole hand. And just like the Mephistos, he's also a creepy bug stain underneath that cloak. And he is most certainly the most dangerous out of this collective, so he's a problem. Thankfully right now he's being a little bit docile, but it's also probably just because I'm playing on normal. I'm sure that has something to do with it. Yep, there he goes. Yeah, he'll sit there and swing at you with both hands, even. Exploding bullets to take care of that problem. I love the charge shot on Nero. There's one thing I think a lot of people who have played Devil May Cry 4 will tell you is that having a separate button for charging up Nero's charge shot is so worth it. Just because you can sit there, attack with one thing and charge up your shots and then just let them loose. Ouch! Forgot about that. The one thing I kind of hate with the lasers is that when you step out of a certain area, they deactivate, and then as soon as you walk in, they fire up. So this is probably the laser room I despise the most out of all of them. Well, actually, no. Scratch that. There is another one that's more of a pain. But I'm not a big fan of this one either.
That's gonna go, and then that door's gonna drop, and you're gonna have to fight a bunch of enemies.
Actually, surprisingly, no. As I said, the biggest hurdle in this area is the damn lasers. But off the side. And interestingly, the red orb cache respawns down there.
Key chamber.
Yep, back here with all the lasers. Now we have enemies spawning in, but we're also in a room with a time machine. So it's one of the time stoppers, so let's make use of it, shall we? If I can actually latch onto this clown. You don't actually get to do this much, so might as well have some fun with it.
Oh, are you gonna slow motion first one?
Yep. Because we have the key of Chronos, everything else moves in slow motion, whereas we're still in normal time, more or less.
What's the buster for the altos?
It's the one where you basically grab them and do a German suplex with them, and then when you do it with with your devil trigger on, it gets even more just intense. I do actually love that a lot of Nero's buster moves are just wrestling moves. It's so silly, but it's really funny. Okay, I should not have let you poke me. You are going to explode. But I believe, if I remember correctly, we just need to get back to where the plant stage was, which is in this area. Now that has the adjudicator does respawn, but I've already gotten the orb fragment out of it, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. I hate lasers. Yeah, so this is the bridge that was up, being held by the plants. Now we just go past that and move along. And this is the room that I think most people despise when it comes to these things. Because yes, there is a machine here. However, even with the slow motion sometimes, because once again, air control with Nero is not the most precise, it can be a pain in the butt to do this. Or I'm just very impatient, I don't know. Because that actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Comment below which you think it is.
I can just imagine that as somebody looking on, just seeing Nero do a Mission Impossible fucking
Dun 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 dun. Alright, mission 6, Vermifuge. This is an interesting one, to put it mildly. So we have a Chimera Scarecrow. Or I should say, we have a Scarecrow here. But you also have a army of seeds. So what you want to do is you want to kill all the seeds before the Scarecrow gets grabbed by them.
Easier said than done.
Well, it would help if I'd actually done the right thing here. So, as I mentioned before, one of the upgrades one of the things you pick up from Kratos after finishing this boss fight is the ability to carry enemies like this. Essentially what you do is you use the buster and then you just hold down the button. So what you're gonna do is you leave him up here, drop down here, and then go to town. And I'm going to actually bust her out just to make it a bit easier. Or I should
I
say,
would have thought the gimmick would have been used to Kia Chronos to slow down time just to take
no,
a
there's
lot
no
of
time
slower.
machines in here, unfortunately. Now, you do actually have to be fairly quick with this because the Scarecrow will wander his way back down, as you can see. Is that all of them? Nope. Come here, you. Oh yeah, that's mission done, and then just because you're a pain in the ass. I don't think you can actually kill him. Oh, never mind. I don't know why I was blocking my shots there when I was shooting him point blank for a second. Make me look like an idiot. Well, that's a fun looking thing sitting in the middle of the room. And we got enemies coming in, and it's Mephisto.
Yay!
Also, I think outside of the fight with Freya, this is the most damage I've taken during this playthrough so far.
Yay!
I believe you can actually like flick enemies up into that spinning thing up there if you wanted to, but they're also it's Mephisto's and a Faust. That's not exactly a combination that works very well with trying to throw them into things. His face is everything. Come on, buddy. Come on. There we go. And hammer on you, so I can use the health back. So, there we go. Much better. And turn it off now. For later. Alright, so now this thing is running in slow motion, so we need to get up there. Now, much like the other slow motion stuff, this will eventually run out, so you do need to be quick. And there we go. They are actually very generous with the time on that one, though. Also, hello, Angelo, for some reason. Just chilling out. Whoop. No, you don't. No, you don't either. You get an explodey bullet in the back. I think I've stated before, like, the charge shot in this is so much fun to use. I've been finding myself using it way more with this playthrough than I normally ever would. Because normally when I play through these kinds of games, I don't really use the gun attacks very much, other than like just for some combo extensions for like when they get out of range or whatever. But here I'm actually using it way more. Also, that stupid red orb mountain got barely nicked and then it decided to just tumble apart. So that's basically the way those things work. Because normally you see me like more or less smash them, but they are actually on a timer. They'll sit there and last for like a little while and then they'll fall apart. So the idea is you want to get as much out of them as you can. And we're just going to desecrate these statues because screw all that noise. Okay, I didn't actually need to do that. As you can see, there is a blue orb fragment we just skipped past. And no, you cannot go back down. Also, the winged talisman is now just going to stay there, so we no longer have the ability to activate jumpy pads.
But couldn't you just take it out and it would fall back down?
I wish, but apparently the game says no. Also, this is the meeting room where they were talking, discussing plans, so we're going to screw this room up. And we have a couple of Alta Angelos here. Now, thankfully, the altos by themselves don't do the whole formation thing. They need to have Biancos to do that. Although, since you're asking about it. That's just a normal busting maneuver. Ah, the camera is not having fun today. Alright, time to make it serious. Yeah, let's just do this one while we're at it. Bam!
Fucking dual suplex into a bell driver.
Off the top rope! If only. And we have another secret mission over here. What is this one?
Wouldn't say it's that secret.
Well, it's not exactly secret when your hand starts blowing. Oh! Right, this one.
Just a fuck this shit, I'm out.
It's a ouch, this one hurts mission. Remember this chasm from earlier?
Yep.
Yeah, it's this. Again. Except I screwed that up, because for some reason it wouldn't let me go on the platform.
You somehow hit an invisible wall?
No, I think it's because I was charging and locked on to something. I think it doesn't let you do that. But as the picture does show, it does show a cloak of a Mephisto, and yeah, they're going to be dogging you through this whole thing. So, let's see if I can pull this off correctly this time. Now, unlike before, though, the platforms don't last very long. So this is where the problem of this fight comes in. Also, there's a lot of them. Shit, that was close. And unlike before, I don't think you can cheese this one. Oh shit, oh shit. Fuck, fuck, ow. Okay, yeah, I'm doing that later. That'll be part of the bonus collective. Also, I have almost no health now, and I think I just walked into something. So, expect to see a gold orb probably pop very soon.
What took you so long?
Hi, Dante.
You. What are you doing here? Forget it. I don't have time
I
for
forgot
this.
he was in this game.
Neither do I. So I'll cut to the chase. I'm here for the sword. Your point being? It was originally my brother's. Return it to me, and I'll let you go, kid. Well, that's how you see me think you're blushing pretty pink when I kick your ass!
And Dante's just going, I guess it does run in the family.
Helpful hint. Take a tip from the elders.
Alright, rematch with Dante. And yes, I have like, no health right now, so it's not going to end very well. Yes, I am going to do that. I don't care. So yeah, Dante now, as you can see, is a lot more aggressive than he was during the first mission. As the first mission was designed mainly to be a tutorial setup. This is Dante actually trying. This is actually a fight that a lot of people get stuck on.
Dante has entered give a fuck mode.
Dante's in I want my sword back. Or I want Virgil's sword back. Give me the thingy. And I believe in this, I'm not sure if he does it on normal or if he does it mainly in the higher difficulties, but he does still have access to all of his different fighting styles. Oh my gosh, he's wrecking me right now. So you will actually occasionally, if you're paying attention, you'll hear him calling out the different style names, and you can actually see him swap. Oh, there you go. He actually just did it. He just changed to, I think that was quick stick, or it was yellow. So yeah, now he's starting to dodge around a bit more. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be probably turning another gold orb on this. Yeah, Dante is no joke, as you might expect. Oh, there he goes, changing the gun. Don't know why he did that, but... Okay, maybe I don't need to do it again. I don't know. Come on! One hit. There!
Dante!
Come on, it's time to slam now.
I'm gonna get you, nope.
Jumps out of the way and just flicks him in the head. I love that.
You cooled off yet, kid? What's the matter? Why the glare?
My sword is clipping through your jacket.
I was gonna say
As
that.
if you've just been playing me from the beginning.
I think it's the scarf, actually, but yeah.
That sword was used to separate our world from the demons. I can't have something of that kind of power floating around now, can I? It's gotta stay in the family. I need this.
Zorch will get that back.
Keep it. Now that you're calm and cool, get going. Hey! What's your name?
Nero. You're Dante, right? Not a bad name.
Neither is yours.
Oh dear.
That regal look suits you.
I dress to impress.
Yoink!
Are you sure you want to let him go?
Yeah, I figure he can bear the burden.
I know it's not my business, but this could get ugly.
Well, if the kid's
Kind of a downgrade, in honest opinion.
then I'll just have to kick his ass.
I'm sorry, I was distracted by the first.
So, yeah, turns out Gloria was actually Trish in disguise. I mean, I already knew that because I've played this before, but still.
There's me being like, ooh.
Such a goofy little thing. Also, I still love the dialogue of just, hey, what's your name? It's just like, not a bad name, neither is yours. Oh gosh, the writing in this is corny.
I mean,
In a bad way, though. It's funny.
I mean, it's pretty much Dante in a nutshell.
Well, it's Western stereotypes as written by Japanese people. It's a very silly combination, but it works so well just for humor.
There was a recent comment from the CEO of Square Enix. They said, if Japanese developers want to create better games, they should stop copying Western games.
I mean, there is some truth to that.
Because apparently them trying to get into the Western market is what's making Japanese games lose quality, and I'm like, no, really? I mean,
Well, I would argue that this is probably one of the games that may have suffered from that a little bit back in like the early aughts, because there were a lot of games that really did suffer from that. There's one that I'm going to be playing later on that really felt that one happen, but we'll get to that one when we get to it. Anyway, so we've had a rematch with Dante, and we're still in pursuit of getting our girlfriend back. So join us as we continue that quest next time. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you then.